This is Holly with Seeking Selah Yoga. Tonight I am meeting you here to do a slow, gentle stretch. This would be a good one to do before bed. You may want to take a moment to set up your space by grabbing maybe blocks, a pillow or a blanket, anything like that. This flow is appropriate for somebody who is expecting. As you can see, I am in my third trimester, about 1 to 2 weeks away from delivery. So if you are an expecting mother, this would be considered prenatal friendly. So let's get started.
Let's begin by finding a comfortable seated position. You may want to use your blocks or a blanket under the sit bones. Sit with a tall spine, your chin parallel to the floor. Allow the eyes to be closed here and shift your awareness to your breathing. You're welcome to rest the hands on the knees or place one hand over your heart and one hand on your belly. Notice if you're taking short, shallow breaths in that upper chest, and whether you can deepen your breathing to take a longer breath in, filling the abdomen, and perhaps even noticing the space in the lower ribs expanding. Continue this slow, calming breath. We're going to sort through some feelings you may be holding on to from your day, just to help clear your mind while we are here in this calm space, dedicated to taking time to find peace in our minds, body, and spirit. So I want you to visualize your breath reaching through the tight places in your body. Acknowledge where you feel tightness, soreness, or anxiety. And then with every exhale, imagine this heaviness, whatever heaviness you are harboring, drifting away from you. First John 14:27 says, "Peace I leave with you, my peace I give to you. Not as the world gives do I give to you. Let not your hearts be troubled, neither let them be afraid." So let's flip palms up in a gesture of receiving. And on your next inhale breath, imagine drinking in peace from Jesus. He does not want your heart to be troubled, and He does not want you to live with fears and anxieties. Those things do not come from Him. He brings you peace. Let's open the eyes. We'll roll the shoulders a few times. Switching directions. And now take a few head circles, just to loosen up those muscles in the neck. If you haven't already, go ahead and switch directions. Then we'll clasp the hands together in front of us and roll the wrists. We're going to move into a slow flow beginning in tabletop position. So let's find a flat back with the hands under the shoulders and the knees under the hips. We'll take a gentle bend in the lower back as you take a breath in and lift your gaze, opening the front of the chest. On your exhale, round the back, dropping the head in, pressing through your hands into the floor. Allow your hips to sink back while you're here. We'll find cow once more, and we'll move through several rounds of this at your own pace, just lubricating the spine here. We'll come into a wide-legged child's pose. So sinking those hips back, take the arms straight out in front of you, allowing your head to rest on the ground. Now we're going to walk the hands to the left while sinking the hips to the right. Take a nice breath in here and let it go. We'll come back through center to take the hands to the right and sink the hips to the left. Again, you're welcome to rest the head while you are here. This is a gentle stretch. From here, find a downward facing dog, taking your time to get there. Pump the legs slowly. Listen to your body as you loosen up the muscles involved here. Shake your head, yes and no, to release any tension you may have brought into the neck and shoulders. We're going to step the right foot between the hands for warrior one. And if blocks are in your practice today, go ahead and grab them to help with stability here. Your back foot will turn to about a 45-degree angle with your hips facing towards the front of your mat. And as you rise up, the arms come overhead and then land in cactus, drawing the shoulder blades together, opening the front of the chest, and lifting the gaze high. Allow the legs to be as wide as necessary for your stability. Now, as you're here in this heart-opening position, picture receiving the peace that Jesus says He gives to you. He is offering us peace. Let's drink it in with a deep inhalation. On your next exhale, the hands will frame the front foot either by finding the mat or blocks. And we'll step the right foot back to downward dog. Then sink into our tabletop again, where we'll take a couple more rounds of cat and cow, remembering to inhale on cow and exhale on cat. Come back to our wide-legged child pose. And again, walking the hands to the left and sinking the hips to the right. Now walk the hands to the right and sink the hips to the left. We'll find our way back to downward dog once more, moving however feels best for you in this position. Maybe bending into one leg, straightening the other, and being mindful to not tense up into the shoulders. Now we'll take our warrior one on the left side, and you are welcome to again use blocks here if that is in your practice. So we'll step the left foot between the hands And as you rise to stand, that right foot comes to a 45-degree angle, hips facing towards the front of the mat. The arms come overhead and sink into cactus arms with those shoulders drawn together and the gaze lifted. With your heart shining forward, breathe in the peace that Jesus is gifting us. Hands will find the mat or the blocks again, and this time we'll find our way to a wide-legged straddle fold. So feel free to stay more upright by using the blocks here and walking them around with you as you turn your hips towards the long edge of the mat. Now while you're here, I encourage just gentle movement. So perhaps swaying the hips side to side or taking gentle bends into the knees, allowing the spine to decompress. Use this time to explore how this pose feels and stretch into any tight spaces. From here, we'll unroll to standing, inhaling those arms overhead, and on your exhale, wrap your arms around yourself in a tight hug. And give yourself a squeeze and release. From here, we'll find a comfortable seated position once more. We're going to take figure 4 position here by crossing the right leg over the left and scooting the left foot in towards the body. Keeping your shoulder blades kind of drawn down and thinking length through your spine. Really listen to your body here. You're welcome to stay right here if it feels good to you, or you can go deeper by hugging that leg in closer to the abdomen. And we'll be here for several breaths. Okay, let's stretch the legs out in front of you and give them just a little wiggle. And now we'll switch the crossing of the legs so that the left leg is crossed over the right. And we'll take this figure 4 stretch once more. From here, we'll find our final resting pose. So go ahead and release your stretch, wiggle the legs out. Feel free to grab a blanket or a nearby pillow and get comfortable. If you are pregnant, it is advisable to lay on the left side of the body. Now while we're here, let's remember Jesus' words once again as we take time to Selah, rest, meditate, and respond. Jesus says, "Peace I leave with you, my peace I give to you. Not as the world gives do I give to you. Let not your hearts be troubled, neither let them be afraid." Friends, I hope that you feel filled with the peace of Jesus and that it permeates your spirit, your mind, and body. It is in Jesus that we find a peace that the world cannot fulfill. We'll close in prayer this evening. Jesus, Prince of Peace, let your presence fill our presence. We speak your name over all fear and anxiety, all troubles, small and large, and we praise your name in all the triumphs and trials as we rest in your goodness. We love you, Amen.
Thank you for joining me. If you enjoyed this video, please feel free to share it with a friend. I would love to hear your thoughts in the comments section below. You can, of course, feel free to subscribe to my channel for more free Christian yoga, meditation, and mindfulness videos. See you next time.